まさに滅びの災いと呼ぶにふさわしいわ。終わりなき苦痛と消えることのない呪い。
だからよそ者なんて信用するなって言ったんじゃないか。
そして救世主の誕生。
運命の食器はついに役目を果たしたの。アビス教団の名は知ってたが、これほど大規模で広範囲な動きを見せるのは初めてだ。まるでナタ相手に戦争を仕掛けようとしてるような。
宇宙船スリープポット？まさかお前がテイラントに来た時に乗ってた宇宙船のことか？
この数ヶ月の間で42の星が消えた。何者かがずうずうしくもこの世界から吸い取っているのだ。
災いはいつか必ず訪れる。みんなもそう言ってるわ。
彼女の存在を無視し続けたら、いつか本当に彼女の声が聞こえなくなってしまうからね。
すぐそこにいるじゃない。
お前の魂は欠けていて、傷口にはアビスに侵食された跡が見られる。アビスの力の使い方を学ぶつもりもないのなら、私が代わりに調べるしかない。無に帰せ。この手に烈空、星々よ静かに眠れ。
はじめまして、私はダリア。セピロス教会の女祭で風神バルバトスの伝道師です。面白くなってきた。風神様のお告げです。
私の夜はここで終わる。だがお前の旅はまだまだ続く。
お前は私の師匠極悪鬼スルトロッチを知っているのだろう。
戦線は総崩れだ。
真っ向の剣ダインスレイブ。これがお前の望んだことか。
お兄ちゃんはいつも運命を変えようとしてる。でも今回は何としても止めてみせる。
よくやったスカーク。今回も生き残れたか。
今もなお運命の食器は動いているのか。
なぜお前が鈍性のクジラの権能を持っている。
極悪鬼スルトロッチ。
経緯などとうの昔に消え去った。貴様の傲慢さと邪悪さに気づいた時にな。
500年前にお兄ちゃんと再会する機会を逃すわけにはいかないから。
いずれ本物の宇宙に帰るだろう。
旅の終点で2人の新たな始まりが待ってる。
This is gonna be a good stream. Almost forgot to turn on my audio. That way to be my microphone. That way to be good. But bro, we already have gameplay of the new character that we're getting in what's it called? 5.8. Apparently we're getting a new character, but Hoyo just never said anything about this character. On. Let's watch it. Let me pull it up. What the fuck is it? Alright, there we go. Dang, she's a robot. Ah, wait. So, you know what I'm thinking? On. Put on audio. She's kind of the same robot as Catherine. Wait, let me see the vision. Ah. Interesting. Hopefully she has more like robotic sounds. Doesn't sound like they have any audio for the running yet. Ah, her hand becomes a weapon. Vacuum. But I thought I was gonna save some money for 5.8. But nah, I can't. Yeah, she is a shielder. Robot. Robot with a robot. She's really cute. Robot maid, Noel, wake up. AI stole your job. Alright. I'm trying to think of a replacement to put on my skirt team. Because I want the double Hydro bonus. Maybe Yalan?
It's time to pull the trigger.
Could be better.
Oh, brilliant!
Thank you.
The ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
What a nice guy. Let's see if this team works better. Alright, let's continue. So what happened yesterday was we were walking around and then all of a sudden we found a key to a spaceship. Spaceship. We're playing
The
Genshin,
abyss is like the world's shadow.
but we found a key to a
It's always
spaceship.
there, and it will
Which-
never perish.
Lumine and Aether came from.
Malika!
Oh? Ah, great timing, Eon-san. I was just about to send someone for you. And it's good to see the travelers with you.
Mm-hmm.
How are things looking? What's the latest word from the messengers?
The Abyss Order has been spotted near several tribes at the same time. Clearly, this is a coordinated strike. Also, their numbers are much higher than expected. Their organization appears to have grown considerably, but because they're usually so secretive, this is the first we're learning of it.
It sounds like they're throwing everything they have at us. What are they trying to achieve?
That's what I'd like to know as well. Historically, Natlan has not been a hotbed of Abyss Order activity, and we have no particular quarrel with them.
Could it be revenge, perhaps? Would they want to get back at us for a recent victory over the Abyss?
Maybe?
Seems unlikely. But then again, Paimon wouldn't put anything past the Abyss Order.
Yeah.
It's too early to say anything definite. For the time being, we should continue monitoring the situation.
How are the battles going? Not too many casualties, hopefully.
Well, even if they're committing all their forces to the fight, they're in for a tough time. Our brave warriors have just emerged victorious from an all-out fight against the Abyss itself.
Yep. We have a whole nation's worth of seasoned veterans fighting for us.
Compared to the true Abyss, the Abyss Order poses a far smaller threat. They cannot endlessly replenish their forces, for starters. However, this is still a war, so we must give it our all and do our utmost to minimize casualties. The tribes are organizing their defenses as we speak. Traveler, this is one war that Natlan can handle on its own. If you wish to stay out of it, you'll be safe here at the stadium with me.
No. This one's personal for me.
Oh? In what way?
Here's what happened. The current leader of the Abyss Order, get ready for this, is my brother.
Yep, that's how it is.
I see. My goodness, that is very personal indeed. If you don't mind me asking, do you have any idea what his goal could be?
That's what I want to know as well.
Safe to say, they're not exactly on the best terms at the moment.
Yeah.
Ever since Paimon met the Traveler, she's been trying to track her brother down and get some answers. But he's been avoiding her. I see. So you two have fallen out. Huh. A pretty common occurrence between siblings. Well, yeah, that may be. But the stakes are a little higher where these two are involved.
They certainly are. Although somehow it doesn't surprise me that a spat between the Traveler and Twin could affect the fate of the entire world. Just so I'm clear, you're still on Natlan's side, and you have no idea what your sibling is after. Is that right?
Yeah, I might even hate the Abyss Order more than you do.
Well, that's a relief. When you first mentioned your sibling, I was worried we were about to be thrust into an impossible position. Our reports say that the Abyss Order has focused most of their efforts against the Masters of the Nightwind. If you don't plan on staying here with me, I'd recommend going there to lend them a hand.
Alright.
I'll join you. Right now, the Collective of Plenty isn't facing a serious threat, so we should support the other tribes.
Yeah.
Many thanks, you two. Anything you need, send word to me right away.
Need to check if Sit Lolly is okay.
Fearless.
Damn. What the? That was weird.
Look, it's Hilali.
Hi.
Huh. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Are you here to reinforce us?
Yeah.
How are things looking? Mawika told us to come here. Oh, the situation must be pretty dire if it's managed to get Lali out of the house.
Dire? No, I wouldn't go that far. It's mostly just irritating. I heard we're being hit the hardest out of all the tribes. What are they trying to imply? They just think we're pushovers or something? The more I thought about it, the angrier I got. I couldn't exactly concentrate on my novel after that, so... well, here I am.
So, that's how they earned the ire of Granny Eatsley, huh?
They call themselves the Abyss Order, yes? Ugh, so tasteless. It's exactly the kind of two-dimensional name a clueless writer picks because they don't trust the rest of their writing to persuade the reader of who the real villains are.
Hey, she's saying your brother has poor taste.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who thinks that.
Wait, what? Are you saying her brother is a member of the Abyss Order?
Yeah.
I only said that because I was mad, but maybe I went too far.
Hey, let's save the chat for later. We've got some enemies incoming.
Good. A much-needed chance to vent my frustration. And not a moment too soon. Things were getting awkward there. Luckily, I'll never have to find out just how badly the rest of that conversation was gonna go.
You didn't have to say that last part out loud, Lolly. Anyway, let's get 'em!
Yeah.
Get to work!
Quietly now. Here comes the catch.
Strike a pose! Let my name echo in song! Transfiguration! By ordinance divine!
It's unfair.
Phew, much better. That's
So
more
much
like
damage.
it.
Oh, impressive work, Granny Eatsley. If I'd known you were on the case already, I might have reconsidered whether your tribe really needed reinforcements.
If anyone should be reconsidering, it's the Abyss Order. They picked the wrong target this time.
Experience says that if we head in the direction they were attacking from, we should find their stronghold. Why don't we press our advantage and destroy their base? They won't know it hit them.
Hey, was there a battle here just now? Need any help?
Oh, all taken care of.
The warriors from the Masters of the Nightwind are here! The battle against the Abyss is still fresh on our minds, so everyone's used to working together. Well, morale's high and everyone's here.
Oh,
let's go
never
take
mind.
down that stronghold. My will embodied.
Fulfill our pact!
Things are about to get tight.
Shower me with the... Forward! Crush them!
Okay.
What is that thing? It's like it's draining the strength out from my body. Find a way to destroy it! If this order's resistance is faltering, now's our chance! Warriors! Attack! After them!
Coming! Fulfill our pact!
Shower me with praise!
Busted.
By ordinance divine!
You must be the boss here. Time to show you what happens when you mess with the Masters of the Nightwind!
All resist the abyss will pay the price!
My will embodied!
Game's up. Fun is over.
Get to work! Suffer the wrath of Eatsley!
There we go.
This stronghold is neutralized. Good work, everyone.
Yeah, good job, everyone.
The Abyss Order's all bark and no bite.
Yeah.
To be honest, this was anticlimactic. I was hoping for a personal apology at the very least. And ideally, a whole speech acknowledging the superior might of the Masters of the Nightwind. Well, whatever. I'll just have to make up for it with some extra wine at the victory feast.
I love her face. She's really pretty. Hold on.
With the stronghold cleared, this area should be safe for the time being. But still, something tells me we can't afford to let our guard down yet.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just me, but an enemy under siege normally defends their stronghold at all costs. The fighting gets more and more intense right till the bitter end. But this time was different. With a few exceptions, most of the enemies here gave up and fled the moment that... well, I don't know, but it seemed like they sensed something.
Huh? Not sure I follow. They did a tactical retreat, that's all. It's just a different strategy.
I'm not convinced. Don't forget, they're radicals who chose to wage war on an entire nation. They don't do things in half measures. It seems out of character to cut their losses and run like that.
So you're saying there's more to this than meets the eye?
I'm saying we don't know enough to be sure of anything at this stage. So let's stay alert and keep our defenses at the ready.
So, we're no wiser So, we're no wiser as to the Abyss Order's objective. Back to square one. If I could only get Aether to talk to me, I could get answers for all of us! Paimon, I'm heading back to the Collective of Plenty. That key is our only lead so far.
Paimon had a hunch you might say that. But you're right. If we can somehow use that key to track down your sibling, maybe we can end this war before things get serious. And maybe you can finally get some answers.
Maybe he'll actually fucking talk to us.
Wait, you're leaving? But I was still debating whether to invite you to the first victory feast.
We can still go.
Go ahead, you two. See, Lolly and I will take care of things here.
Okay. Nice. I don't have a healer for this team. Oh. Maybe I do need a healer instead. Because Effie was doing most of the healing. Usually, she does party healing, which is good. That could work.
Floaty, floaty!
And I still get the double hydro. I mean, I got her fucking weapon, so I just well fucking use her. Higher. I'm at 61 pity for weapon banner. So, hopefully close to the 5-star. And I hope I win that weapon.
And we're back where we started.
Uh-huh.
That Hilichurl probably found the key nearby, right?
Uh-huh.
Let's look around for clues. There's no time to waste. The Ansan and St. Lolly are waiting for us.
Cool.
Oh, we've scoured the entire area, but still nothing. How the heck did the key end up in that Hilichurl's hands?
And something fucking as rare as that.
Are we supposed to believe that it just fell out of your brother's pocket as he passed by?
There's no way he would just lose it.
Seems kind of ludicrous to lose something so important in such a dumb way.
Yeah.
But then again, who knows? Sometimes in life, things just go missing and that's that.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. Like, you know, when you have to go and like you're rushing to try to get to work, but someone misplaced your keys, or you misplaced your keys, but you don't remember because you come home the previous day all tired. You put your keys somewhere, you don't remember, and then you just go to bed. Then you wake up and then you're like, where are my keys? And then you're rushing trying to fucking get your keys, and then like, okay, I'll continue.
Oh, thank goodness. Someone's here. Please help me.
Oh, who are you? What happened?
You okay?
No, now isn't the time. Please, you've got to help me. I'm being chased by monsters and I can't keep running. Can you do something?
You've come to the right person, but where are these monsters you speak of?
Yeah, where are they? Paimon doesn't see any monsters behind you.
Huh? I'm sorry, I don't quite understand.
What?
They're almost here. This really isn't the time to be joking around.
We're not. We're completely serious. We don't see any monsters.
Yeah,
But how? Ugh, there's no time. They're coming. We gotta run.
but there's really nothing I don't see. Where do you intend to run to?
What's wrong with that girl? She must be seeing things.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Shit.
Oh no! It looks like something really hit her. Maybe she was right. Quick, let's see if she's okay.
Maybe it's something we can't see.
What's wrong? Are you hurt? What was that?
The monsters! They're right there! You need to get out of here. It's too dangerous.
Hold on. Let me help you first. Huh? Suddenly, I can see them.
Huh? Oh, now you finally see them. Well, it's about time. I nearly kicked the bucket just now.
I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I'll take care of them now.
Great! Thank you, Savior.
Savior?
Yeah, Savior. Because I'm gonna save the day.
Let my name echo in song! Cryo Incarnate! Take your true form!
Calm down!
Surge!
That's it? Okay.
You done? Paimon still can't see anything, so she can't tell.
I don't see anything else.
It just looked like you were slicing at thin air. Kind of funny, actually.
I don't know what's going on either, but I could see them once. I could see them once I held her hand. It's weird.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm gonna go ask questions. Let's try one more time. I want to check that I got all the monsters.
Sure.
What's wrong?
It's nothing. It's okay. I can see they're all gone now. No need for you to check. I didn't think much of it when the monsters were breathing down our necks, but now that I've calmed down, holding hands with you like this, I'm just a little shy, that's all.
Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to make you uncomfortable.
Huh? Have you never shaken hands with someone before? You sure get flustered easily.
I know someone like that.
Well, anyway, I haven't had the chance to introduce myself yet. I'm Deirdith. Thanks for, saving me just now. I'm really grateful for your help.
I could tell she's Conrian. But the style kind of looks like
No worries.
Greek.
Paimon's Paimon, and this is the Traveler.
Paimon is Paimon, this is the
You'll be
Traveler.
safe from any monsters, as long as they're visible. So, what was the deal with those monsters just now, anyway?
I don't know, Paimon. Stop asking.
Your guess is as good as mine. I could see them the whole time, so when you said you couldn't, I thought you were making fun of me.
Whoa, that must have been scary. The idea that we'd stand by and laugh while some poor girl was being hunted down by monsters?
That would have been made us more monstrous than the monsters. But worry not, I'd never do something so horrendous.
Don't worry, we aren't like that. When we say we can't see something, it's because we really can't see it.
I don't lie.
But more importantly, did the monsters hurt you? How bad is it?
It's nothing serious. But I did sprain my ankle back there. I won't be doing any more running for a while.
Well, there's a cave nearby. Why don't we rest there for now?
Good idea. We'll take you.
Whew, thank you so much. Despite getting injured, I still feel much safer with you around.
That's good to hear.
I'm gonna stay here until I heal up. Don't want to risk running into any more monsters.
Yeah, you already took a big enough risk coming out here all on your own. So, where are you from, Deirdith?
I could answer that, Paimon.
A small village, far away from here. I walked for what seemed like forever and lost my way, so... Yeah, I have no idea where I am anymore.
Maybe all these trials and tribulations are part of the journey. No one said finding the savior is gonna be easy.
Huh. That's the second time you called the traveler a savior. What's all that about?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. It just slipped out. I was caught off guard. The resemblance is so uncanny. Anyway, let me start from the beginning. There was once a sage who passed through my village. People got the sense that she was truly omniscient. The sage said that doomsday was coming. But as that day approached, a savior would reveal themselves to us. The day of disaster is almost upon us, so my grandmother begged me to leave the village and find the savior before it's too late.
Doomsday?
I've heard people talk about the savior since I was a kid. Growing up, it really made an impression on me. The description is practically etched into my mind. So when I saw your golden hair for the first time, it was like this image that's existed in my mind's eye all these years suddenly came to life. Everything matched.
Oh, so that's why you were lost for words when you first saw her. Well, the Traveler's definitely got what it takes to be a savior, and she's already got a ton of titles, so she won't mind one extra.
Actually, I don't think it's her.
What? But didn't you say that everything matched?
Everything except the gender. The savior was described as a young man.
My brother.
Oh, for goodness sake. There are gender requirements to be a savior? Really?
Well... sorry. Had to stretch. Well, I think I know who it is. There's someone out there who matches all the requirements.
Oh, of course. If it's not you, then it's gotta be him.
Bingo.
Who? Who is it?
Oni-chan.
You have a brother? Well, then that's it. Oh, it's him. It has to be. Oh, thank goodness. Please, can you take me to see him?
I would love to. I don't know where he is.
Huh. Maybe, if you're lucky. It just depends if we can find him.
Mm-hmm.
Huh? But isn't he your brother?
Well, make a long story short.
Sorry. Looks like Paimon steered this conversation back to the fallout between you two. It wasn't on purpose, but that's the reality, so it's hard to avoid.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're looking for him anyway, why don't we team up? We might stand a better chance if we work together.
Have you always believed that Doomsday would come?
Yes. Everyone says that the disaster is inevitable. But the Savior will rescue us all from our pain and suffering. I've always dreamed of meeting the Savior.
Do you really buy this whole doomsday thing? Seems kind of far-fetched.
Not really. Think of the Cataclysm. Why is Paimon looking directly at me? Like in real life. She spoke with conviction. I don't think she's lying. Maybe it's another lie spread by the Abyss Order.
See? She broke eye contact. Sure sign of a guilty conscience. Time to press her for answers.
Go ahead, Ace Detective Paimon.
What's wrong, Deirdis? Something's clearly bothering you. You want to tell us what's going through your mind?
She's blushing.
Oh, I just... how should I put it? The Traveler looks just like the savior of my dreams. And it's not every day that the savior of your dreams swoops in and saves the day in your moment of crisis. So I'm just a little overwhelmed, that's all. 3 seconds of unbroken eye contact is the limit. I don't think my mind and body can handle any more than that.
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
Wait, where's the... Did I add that to my soundboard? Wait, Hold on. Pause the fucking space-time continuum. Where is it? I don't think I edited it. God damn it. Hold on. I need to edit now because otherwise it's gonna... Where is it? Here it is. Do that, and then that, and then that. Okay. Where were we?
What do you mean, limit? What happens after 3 seconds?
How am I supposed to respond to that?
I'm sorry. Please forget that I said anything. Let's just leave it there for now. Like I said, I'm going to hide here until I feel well enough to move again.
Alright.
If you manage to find the Savior in the meantime, please come and let me know. Thank you.
I will.
Are you sure you'll be okay here on your own? Do you have enough to eat?
I have food.
I'll be fine. I might not be much of a fighter, but I know how to stay hidden. And if I get hungry, I'm sure I'll find something around here. Don't worry about that.
Alright.
Alright then. Well, take care. Being on your own isn't easy.
It really isn't. It sucks.
What a
I love my
mysterious
mommy.
girl. We should definitely keep an eye on her.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, at least she seems to like you.
Yeah.
And it sounds like she's gonna help
Likes me
look
a
for your
little more
brother
than-
when she's healed.
She likes me a little too much.
Anyway, this is probably all the progress we're gonna make for now. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind and see if they need our help.
Alright. Let's go, Paimon. Paimon is Paimon.
Alright.
Fearless.
Oh, you're back! How did it go? Find anything?
Yeah.
Nothing substantial, unfortunately. But we had the weirdest experience.
So I take it that the war's still on?
Yes, unfortunately.
That's okay. I just wasn't sure, because things seemed to be at a standstill while you were gone. The Abyss Order hasn't attacked us, and since we don't know what they're planning, we haven't made a move either. In a word, it's a stalemate.
Yeah.
The guards have been keeping watch around the clock, but for everyone else, you wouldn't even know we're at war.
Huh. Really makes you wonder what the Abyss Order's thinking.
It's kind of real, like, for real life. Like, we've been going to wars, all these wars and stuff, but we're all just living our lives, and there are people literally dying for our country and your countries and everything. It's crazy. But we just keep living on like nothing's going on. And we need to start appreciating people who serve our country more. Like, if you see a soldier from your country, they came back from war or something, tell them you respect them.
I was wondering, Traveler, if you have the time, could you go and pay a visit to the guards?
Yeah.
They've been working a pretty demanding schedule. I was gonna go see them myself, but I'm sure they'd appreciate a visit from the greatest hero of our time.
Oh, but you're a great hero too,
Yeah.
young son.
Since this is technically my sibling's fault, I will take the burden.
Great. Thanks, you two.
This wouldn't have happened if we didn't come to this, world. Could have just stayed in Honkai, or wherever the fuck we came from.
Wow, Tumaini, our hero.
What's up, gang?
We've actually fought together before. You probably don't remember it, though.
Nah, I do.
You do? Then it's truly an honor to serve alongside you once more.
I remember all the homies.
Thank you for standing guard this whole time.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good. Honestly, it's not been that much work. Haven't heard a peep from the enemy.
Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
Nothing that would indicate an impending attack. I've spotted a bunch of Abyss Order operatives, but they weren't acting hostile, just hanging around.
Maybe scouting out.
There were even moments when they seemed to be meditating. At least, that's what it looked like to me. Maybe it's part of their religion or something.
That's what I'm thinking.
Out of an abundance of caution, I asked some shamans from the tribe to take a look and see if there was anything nefarious at work. But they didn't sense anything untoward, so we just put it down to religious ceremony and left them to it.
Huh. Interesting. Oh well, the more time they spend meditating, the less time they spend trying to beat us to a pulp.
Yeah. Seems sus, though. This be related to their true objective?
Well, the shamans didn't raise any concerns, so how bad could it be? As far as I'm concerned, so long as they don't pose an active threat, they can do all the cult worship activities they want. Besides, as soon as everything's in place and we're ready for an all-out offensive, there'll be no match for us.
That's true.
Huh. Sounds like morale is pretty high. Guess there's strength and confidence in numbers. Let's keep going, Traveler.
Huh? Is that Tumaini?
Sup, gang?
What brings you here? Is this, like, a meet and greet? I wasn't... I'm so nervous.
Hey, come on! You'd march to war without so much as blinking. What's so scary about a chat with a Traveler, huh?
Yeah, I know. Lumine's really pretty, but... I'm just another chill guy. You can talk to me like we're homies.
It's not the same thing at all. There are plenty of chances to go to war, but a one-on-one chat with our great hero, that could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
I get that.
How can I not be nervous? What if I say something wrong? Or if my posture's bad? Or if I accidentally make a weird expression with my face? One bad impression can stick for life.
I don't care about any of that.
No one's here to judge you on your posture or your facial expressions. Relax.
Yeah.
All right, then.
I wouldn't care if you were wearing fucking dirty clothes.
I'm sorry, great hero, but I have a small favor to ask.
Let Paimon guess. An autograph, right? That's easy.
May I challenge you to a fight?
Are you sure?
What? How can you be so audacious and so sheepish at the same time? Huh. I'm starting to think your nervousness is all just an act.
No, of course not. I just figured that if I don't ask now, I'll regret it for the rest of my life. But I am still on patrol, so please, Great Paimon, if you wouldn't mind taking over for me for just a few minutes?
Ugh, again with the sheepish audacity. Just pick one or the other, will you?
I think it's a fair request. How long does he cheer? It's like a child. Round 1.
Obviously, I never expected to win, but until now, I didn't appreciate just how great the gulf was between us. I'll be bragging about the day I got to spar with Tumaini for the rest of my life. Today's really my lucky day.
Ugh. Paimon can't keep up with you. Your tone has changed all over again. Now you've had a spar with the Traveler. What gives?
Well, some people connect through conversation, but we warriors bond by sparring. And now that I've had a bout with the hero, we're no longer strangers. Nothing to be nervous about anymore.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, to each their own. But Paimon's still gonna stick to conversation.
Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary?
Not at all. We haven't spotted any new enemy movements.
As Paimon expected, nothing here either. Let's do another lap and get back to Yan-san.
Alright.
You're back. So, did the guards find anything?
Nothing much, no. Someone mentioned that the Abyss Order has been doing some kind of meditation or prayer, but apparently it seemed harmless. Paimon wants to lodge a complaint about one of the guards, though. His name's Kentaro.
Ignore Paimon, he wasn't a problem.
Traveler? You're back already?
Hi.
No one thought to wake me up, huh?
In fairness, you look pretty hungover. Can't imagine anyone wanting to wake you up in that state.
I'll have you know I'm perfectly sober when I'm hungover. Okay. I'll admit that sounds strange at face value, but regardless, what I meant to say is, I heard something about the Abyss Order engaging in meditation.
Yeah, that's right. Does that mean anything to you, Siglali?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
Oh. So even someone as familiar with the ley lines as you can't tell what's going on. No wonder the shamans that Satura called to the front lines couldn't sense anything.
Yan-san, I think we should go talk to the chiefs. There's no point dragging this out. We need to take the initiative and drive the Abyss Order out of Natlan for good.
If that's the Council of Granny Eatsley, I'm sure the chiefs will agree. But it will still take us some time to gather the required force. In war, adequate planning and preparation is the key to victory.
Sure, but the finer details aren't my concern. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Just remember to come find me when you're ready to talk to the chiefs.
Actually, since you're here, Sitlali, might as well ask you one more question.
Oh? Sure, what is it?
Have you ever heard of monsters that are only visible to certain people?
Huh, you mean only select individuals can see them? Now that's a strange one. I guess they could be manifestations of a disturbed psyche? Or extreme negativity embodied in physical form? It could also be a simple case of dead monsters whose souls got stuck here somehow. Well, I say simple. Things quickly get confusing when you start looking into monster souls. For starters, trying to figure out which classification system to use is a real pain in the—
Alright, we get it! Granny Eatsley's learning and wisdom knows no bounds. But could we just get the short answer?
Hey, I was just thinking out loud. You really think I was just trying to flaunt my knowledge? Anyway, the short answer is, there are many potential explanations for the kind of phenomenon you describe. That said, it's not something I've ever encountered in all my years.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, if Granny Eatsley's never seen it, it might as well not exist, right?
Hey, I'm not that old!
I agree, it's hard to say what it was for sure.
Care to elaborate on what happened? This all sounds rather mysterious.
Here's what happened.
Really? You had to hold her hand to see the monsters? That sounds a little contrived.
Huh? That's the part that bothers you?
I'm sorry, wife.
Maybe the point is more that it requires direct physical contact, whether that be hand-holding or otherwise. But that's neither here nor there. What bothers me is, it sounds like she's convinced that your sibling, the leader of the Abyss Order, is a savior. That really makes me question whose side this girl is on, and whether what she told you about her background is actually the truth. Sorry if that comes across as paranoid. It's just hard not to be suspicious of everything when we're in the middle of a war.
Actually, Paimon feels like you make a fair point.
Whoever this girl is, she sounds like bad news.
Okay, well, you're clearly just jumping to conclusions.
Do you think she's a spy?
It's hard to know what to make of it. A young lady all by herself, lost in the middle of nowhere, sees monsters that no one else can, calls the leader of the Abyss Order her savior. At the very least, we should remain vigilant. Keep a close watch on her.
Sounds sensible. On that note, we probably shouldn't have left her by herself in that cave.
Traveler, we still need some time to muster our forces. Maybe you could check on her if you're not busy. Just be careful.
Might as well. She seems to trust me after all.
It's settled then. Let's go check on her.
Why is it so high up?
Merciless.
Here we are. Deirdre will still be here, right?
I don't know.
Oh, it's so quiet though. Uh-oh. What if Yansan was right? Maybe she never intended to stay here at all.
Well, let's stay quiet and moving carefully.
Traveler, watch out!
Ah! Shoot, maybe... Dear really is a...
Oh, sorry. I didn't know it was you. I heard a noise and I thought it was the monsters coming to get me. Oh, did I hurt you? Oh, I'm so sorry. I wasn't thinking straight.
It's alright. If I thought it would hurt, I would have tried to dodge it, and somehow it still hurt less than I expected.
Phew. That was scary. Paimon thought we'd walked into a trap. Maybe we shouldn't have sneaked in without announcing it. Then you would have known we weren't monsters.
To be honest, I've been really on edge since you left. I just have this constant feeling that any second, the monsters are gonna come back and get me. And it's not like I can run from them. There's also no way to cook here. It's good you got back when you did. Another hour and a half and you probably would have found me starved to death.
Oh, that's weirdly precise. Though, it does explain why your attack on the Traveler was so weak. Wait, if you really thought you were gonna starve or get killed by monsters, why'd you promise that you'd be okay here on your own?
I just didn't want to lose face in front of my hero. She already saved my life once. That's more than enough. I just don't want to come across as a constant burden.
Huh. For someone on the brink of starvation, you're pretty preoccupied with your image. What's the real reason?
What? That is the real reason. I'm kind of bearing my soul here, you know?
Could you really just be an injured civilian?
Anyway, so, could you make me some food now?
Sure. No, just the recipe. Only takes an hour and a half.
Oh, Paimon's getting hungry now, too. Go on, then. You can join us for dinner.
Whew. I am so full. Thanks for saving me, again. Starvation feels like a distant memory now.
No trouble at all.
Huh. You can really pack it away, Deirdith. Guess that explains how you had the energy to make it this far.
I tried so hard to hold back, but it looks like I still came across like a total glutton.
Paimon didn't even realize how late it is. Hey, the night sky here is really pretty.
Yeah, and it's all thanks to you both that I'm able to relax and enjoy it. I was cooped up in that cave the whole time you were gone. Now, I'm finally out. The air seems fresher, and the stars more beautiful than ever before.
You weren't in there that long.
But she thought she was gonna starve to death. The time probably passed unbearably slow.
When I was young, I used to lie on the roof of my house, gazing up at the stars. And often, my mind would drift to this question. Is this starry sky actually real?
Wait, why would she think that? Does she know about the false sky?
But my grandma would tell me the answer to that question doesn't really matter. Think of all the people in our village who spend their entire lives here, she'd say. To them, that little village is their whole world. And so, if it's our destiny to live beneath this sky all our lives, then whatever may or may not lie beyond, this is our world, and that sky is real to us.
Paimon kinda gets you, but also not really. Is it kind of like how journeying with a traveler is everything to Paimon right now?
That seems kind of right, but also not really.
I really treasured my world for a really long time. The village was my everything. The houses, the scenery, stories I always loved to hear about the Savior. But I could never bring myself to agree with Grandma. Even if the village was my entire world, I still had to know what lay outside its borders.
Yeah! Go you!
So, I finally ventured out and set off on my journey to find the Savior. I'm going to make my world bigger, one step at a time. And I'm not going to stop until I've seen what's beyond the stars. Maybe then, I'll finally get an answer to the question I had as a child.
Beyond the stars.
Who knows? Maybe one day, I'll be sitting and chatting just like we are now, but with someone from another world.
Yeah. One day. Oh, if only we could tell her. But it's probably best not to open that can of worms right now.
I need to find the Savior and protect my world. Then, I can make sure it continues to grow. That's the most worthwhile thing I could think of doing, so I've been giving it everything I've got.
You know what? It's pretty cool. Paimon kinda wants to root for you now.
Oh, sorry. I got a little carried away. I always get chatty after a hearty meal. Just like my grandma.
The more we chat, the more I'm convinced that she's not a bad person. And it doesn't sound like she's been brainwashed by the Abyss Order. Maybe we can afford to trust her.
Hold on. Shh. It's them. The monsters are back.
Where? Oh, still invisible, huh?
Oh, guess we gotta try that trick again. Let me hold your hand.
Can you
Hands
see them
off.
now?
Yeah. Stay back. I'll handle them. They can't get you now.
Paimon still can't see anything. But please, be careful.
I will, Paimon.
Transfiguration!
Strike a pose.
Another star goes out! Ha, ha, ha. Extinguish! Ha. Ha. Yeah. Yeah.
Shower me with Huh? Wow, that was fast. Did you get all of them?
Pretty sure.
Paimon's slowly but surely getting used to the sight of you fighting thin air. You doing all right, Deirdith? Deirdith? Hey, it's okay. There's nothing to be scared of anymore.
Oh, I'm fine. I just spaced out there for a moment.
You spaced out? That's a pretty bold move under the circumstances.
I was just... the image of the Traveler fighting to protect me. I was trying to commit it to memory. Seems like the least I can do.
All right. Whatever floats your boat.
Anyway, there are no more monsters in the area, and it's getting late. Why don't you stay here tonight?
Sounds reasonable to Paimon. What do you think, Traveler?
Sounds reasonable, Traveler. Personally satisfied that Deirdith isn't a threat, but it can't hurt to monitor her for another night.
All right. Deirdith will be... Huh? Deirdith? Why are you going in alone?
Is this the Night Kingdom? Well, well, well. Hey there, and the Lord of the Night? My head. Huh? My head? It's fine. I think I hear a voice in the darkness.
Doomsday. A fitting name indeed. A blood-red sky. Wild beasts that slaughter all in sight. Endless pain. A terrible curse that cannot be reversed. And the birth of a savior.
A dream I just had.
You're awake. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to,
Is she holding my hand?
You just look quite distressed, like you were having a nightmare. I thought if I took your hand into mine, you might find it soothing. At least, that's what my family always did when I had nightmares. But it didn't seem to work on you. In fact, I think I made it even worse. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
Oh, You better not be trying to pull a fast one on the Traveler.
What? Don't be so... I have more self-control than that.
Self-control? What does that have to do with it?
Still can't remember anything. What did I just see? I think I saw either in the Night Kingdom, the very start of the dream, but can't remember what happened next. Never mind, the memory's gone. I can't force myself to remember it. It'll come back, maybe. Alright, I'm gonna go back to sleep. We can catch up tomorrow morning.
No way is Paimon getting back to sleep after this. You go ahead. But for the rest of the night, Paimon is staying up to keep an eye on this young lady.
Oh, do I really seem that shady to you?
Well, Deirdith, there should be enough food for 3 days. Make sure you eat the perishable stuff first, so nothing goes to waste. You can't tell which stuff is perishable, right?
Yeah, I can tell from the ingredients. Thank you so much for making all this for me. 3 days will definitely be enough time for my ankle to heal. Then I'll continue on my journey to find the Savior.
All right, then we'll be off. Bye for now, Deirdith.
Stay safe.
See you? Wait! But if this is goodbye, how am I supposed to find you again? Oh, I mean, what if I find your sibling? How am I supposed to let you know?
That's a good point.
That's a good point. We share the same goal, but we're constantly on the road, so we've got no fixed address.
That's true.
How about this? When the time comes, you can just write a letter to Mawika. She'll be able to find us for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Mawika? Who's Mawika?
Hold on. I think I see something over there.
It's the Abyss Order! They're here!
Yeah, some abyss bitches.
It doesn't look like they're marching to war. More like they're... running away?
From...
Where? What are you talking about?
A bunch of Abyss Order thugs! You don't see them? They're heading right this way!
Wait a second.
That's strange. I guess it's my turn to not be able to see the monsters.
I bet. The tried and tested method will allow you to see them. But...
You're right! I see them now. You weren't joking after all. So this is what it's like.
What a weird situation. What is making these monsters invisible? Is it Deirdith? Or the monsters themselves? Or is it us? Well, might as well mow these ones down, just so they can't pose a threat to the tribes.
Hey, where you running from?
Woohoo! All done! Their morale seems super low. Guess they really were on the run, huh?
So, there's no more of them, right? I still can't wrap my mind around this. Why couldn't I see them until you took my hand?
Believe me, I'm just as confused as you are. The plot thickens. Turns out there are also monsters which I can see, but Deirdith can't.
So, any ideas on why those monsters might have been running away? Maybe something went down on the front line. Oh, Paimon's getting a little worried about Eon-san and the others. Let's head back to the Masters of the Night Wind right away.
Alright.
We gotta go. Bye for now, Deirdith.
See ya, and please take care.
We will. What's up, gang?
We ran into quite a big group from the Abyss Order just now. Has something happened at the front?
The front line has collapsed.
Huh? But how?
Did they just deploy some kind of secret weapon?
No, relax. Their front line has collapsed, not ours.
Oh.
Feels like you could have phrased that more clearly at the start. But this is good news, right? Why'd you still look so serious?
Do we finally launch an attack?
No, we're still mustering troops, nowhere near ready to go on the offensive. So at first, I was also confused about what exactly happened out there. But just now, I got the full story from a guard who was on the scene. He watched the enemy lines crumble in real time.
What did he see?
One person. Just a single individual. They stormed the enemy lines and attacked with a vengeance, cutting them down like paper dolls. They wielded an unknown power and fought with a sword style that no one recognized. The guard who relayed this to me said that before he even had time to react, the enemy was decimated.
Alright, I think I got it. I think I know what happened.
I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question, and assuming they're a neutral party, will need to... I'm only recounting what I heard, and I'm sure the guard in question must be exaggerating to some extent. But still, we have to identify this person. And assuming they're a neutral party, we'll need to figure out how to engage with them. Clearly they're a force to be reckoned with, so we don't want to come across as too weak or too hostile. It's quite a diplomatic conundrum.
You don't need to sweat it, Eon-san. From your description, we're already pretty confident that we know this person.
Yeah, I'm almost 100% sure.
Honestly, with the Abyss Order acting out so publicly, it's about time he showed up.
Yeah, it's about fucking time, but he never misses the occasion like this.
Dainsleif!
Hey, Dane!
Don't slip and fall!
Merciless.
Dane. He's not voiced? Are you kidding me? Shit, okay. Were you waiting for me?
It's been a while, Dane. And yeah, after we heard what went down, we figured you'd shown up. You caused quite a stir, you know. Oh, this is a friend of ours from Natlan. Her name's Eon-san. She insisted on coming here to thank you in person.
It is my honor, Mr. Dainsleif. Thank you for breaking the stalemate in our war against the Abyss Order. Natlan is fortunate to share a common enemy with such a mighty warrior as yourself.
No need to thank me. I hunt the Abyss Order for my own reasons.
Please don't mind him, Eon-san. He always talks like that, but he's a pretty nice guy deep down.
It's quite all right. Uezo Janssen respects those of great power. It's quite clear that he meant no offense, and I am still delighted to make his acquaintance. Anyway, since you're old friends, I'll leave you to catch up for now. Take your time.
Sure thing. You probably have plenty of other stuff to do anyway, right? Since this war isn't exactly over. See you later, Eon-san! Hey, Dane. Would it have killed you to be a little more polite? She's our friend.
Eon-san, yes. I will remember the name, but I will not invest more emotion than is necessary when dealing with the citizens of the Seven. It is a matter of principle for me. Fine. Since you helped break the stalemate, we'll let you off the hook.
Ugh, so stubborn. But whatever. So anyway, Dane, do you have any new info about the Abyss Order for us? Any idea what they're trying to achieve with this war, for example?
Never before have I seen the Abyss Order take action on such a large scale. Taken at face value, it seems highly illogical. In a war with the Natlanese, the odds are stacked firmly against them. They surely cannot be unaware of this. Their true goal must be a deeper one.
We thought so too. But it sounds like you're no closer to learning what that goal is than we are.
I've been on the case for some time, even captured and interrogated several Abyss Order members. Yet, still, I am none the wiser. I can only assume they have gone to great lengths to keep their operations a secret. Their real operations a secret. I have a bad feeling about this. The Abyss Order is wasting a lot of its forces attacking Natlan. So whatever they stand to gain must hold enormous value to them.
What do you think we should do?
Since we lack actionable intelligence for now, we might as well continue to focus on the fighting. Leave them to their secret plots. They're willing to sacrifice manpower for it. I intend to make that sacrifice greater and more painful than they could have ever anticipated. If we use this opportunity correctly, I believe we can eliminate the vast majority of the Abyss forces. They'll never be able to mount such a large campaign ever again. That outcome is well worth our time. And the sooner we can do that, the better. That's right. The ideal scenario would be to destroy them before they could reach their goal.
Paimon gets it. Nothing in the world can satisfy you like making mincemeat out of the Abyss Order, right?
Right.
Wow. Okay. A rare, candid response from Dane.
Sounds like Dane's one-man attack on the enemy front has put him in a good mood. What about you? Any news to share from your end?
Well, actually, we found her brother's hibernation chamber key near the Collective of Plenty. He must have lost it.
So, he's here in person. Unsurprising given the scale of this operation.
Oh, and there's more! After finding the key, we also ran into this weird girl.
She's Conrian.
She kept seeing monsters that we couldn't see, and then, this other time, we saw a load of monsters, but she couldn't.
Yeah.
She also said she was on a journey to find the Savior. Her description of this Savior matched the Traveler pretty closely, so we figured it's probably her brother.
Hold on. That girl called him the Savior?
Yeah, that's right. Is something the matter, Dane?
The last time I heard that term was before the Cataclysm. Not just that, it referred to your brother then too. But who would still believe the myth of the Savior when the Cataclysm has already taken place? It makes no sense. That term's been around even before the Cataclysm?
Wait, wasn't her brother called the Prince, though? Where did this Savior thing come from?
Well, when he was first granted the title of Prince, the Vinster King and the entire court of Conria set about loudly proclaiming the might that he would bring to the nation. They made it sound as if with him there, all the pain and suffering would be washed away, and the future of Conria would be brighter than anyone could imagine. The Savior was a celebratory title given to the prince by those who believed this rhetoric. Of course, you know how the story ended. In hindsight, the cruel irony is glaring. All that title really stood for was the Vinster King's lust for power.
Huh. Sounds like the people of Conria really believed in him.
Is that why Aether is so determined to revive the homeland? Because he thinks he's failed as the Conrian savior? But that certainly doesn't explain everything. There must be other reasons. As for the girl you met, Allow me to offer some speculation. I suspect she is descended from pure-blood Conrians afflicted with the curse of immortality. They must have resettled somewhere remote, cut off from the rest of the world. That would explain how her people retain their ancient beliefs, including the myth of the golden-haired savior.
Ah, Paimon gets it now. So, a bit like Kaya, except she grew up somewhere more isolated? Still, that doesn't explain the invisible monster situation.
If she can't provide us with any more valuable intelligence, I suggest we shift our attention back to the Abyss Order.
Sure. Also, why don't you stay with us at the Masters of the Night Wind for tonight? You must be tired after all that fighting today.
I will consider it, but we must discuss our next steps first thing tomorrow morning. We can't give the Abyss Order any time to regroup. There we go. All disappointed Dane's not voiced.
Fearless.
No, we can't give them that much time.
Is that Dane and Neon-san discussing strategy together? Huh. Looks like they're getting along just fine. Morning! What are you guys talking about?
Morning.
Ah, you're here. I have some good news to share with you. We just got word from the Scions of the Canopy. Their intelligence has reported that they've discovered the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan.
Aha.
After their front lines dissolved, the bulk of their forces fell back to that area. It's also where their central command is located. The location? The Cinder City.
Cinder City, huh? That tracks. Seems like their kind of place.
Yeah.
Hey, this is great! This could be our chance to crush the Abyss Order once and for all! And with any luck, maybe we'll find your brother there too!
Yeah. Hopefully.
Yep, our army is almost ready, and we've sent a message to Malwika to let her know the plan. We can't really launch an operation this big without the okay from the Archon.
I beg to differ. This is wasting time. You have the intel you need, so act on it. Every second you delay only increases the Abyss Order's odds of survival.
I've already explained my reasoning, Mr. Dainsleif. I understand your concern, but an immediate strike is not on the cards for us.
Very well. Then I will go there alone. Thank you for the intel, Anton.
You're gonna go on your own? Come on, be sensible. Just wait a tiny bit longer, and you'll have a whole army going with you.
It's all right. I support your decision, Mr. Dainsleif.
Huh? Shouldn't you be talking sense into him?
I admire his courage, and I believe he is strong enough to take on the Abyss Order on his own. And even if things don't go to plan, he just needs to bide his time until we arrive with reinforcements. Mr. Dainsleif, I wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you. Why are you looking at me?
Looks like he's waiting for you to say something, Traveler.
Okay, I'm coming with you, dude.
Oh, for a second there, Paimon actually thought he was gonna brave it alone. And then he called his own bluff.
Alright, bro. Let me see what you got. Let me see what kind of powers you got. You got. What do you got?
Is this the place? The Abyss Order's hideout in Natlan?
All these years, the Abyss Order has managed to either stay hidden or fiercely defend their position. This may be the first chance I've ever had to finally make a serious dent in their forces. Which reminds me, once the fighting starts, I can't promise I'll be able to have your back at moment's notice. But if you run into any Abyss-powered mechanisms, feel free to leave them to me. I'll take care of them when I can.
It's been so long since we fought with Dane side by side.
Yeah.
Paimon's confident we can clear this place out long before Eon-san arrives.
Fuck yeah, dude. We strong as shit.
And if you get to meet your brother again, even better. Let's go!
Well, if he talks to us, even better. Let's go. Hehehehe. His element is Twilight. I just want to use Skirt Theme, but there's a fucking Cryo one. Maybe Dane can do something. Whoa. Standing on air. He's even more powerful than we thought. It's crazy. Holy shit, Dane! Bro, just one-shot him. See if you can do it again. Thank you, Dane.
Let's see!
Paradigm shift! Annihilate!
From the Wibbly wobbly!
Ow. Give me those. Thank you.
Yoo-hoo! Let the world collide!
By ordinance divine!
He might feel a little prick!
Thank you.
Very different battle from the one we fought with Eon-san. No one's backing down! They're fighting back with everything they have. Shower me with the... Now I'm mad!
Now I'm mad. Hear ye, hear ye. Dane, help. Kill him.
Opened unto you.
I just heard it. Okay.
Strike a pose! Take your true form! Do your master's bidding!
Calm down! Don't slip and fall!
Come on, Sea Queen. Let's go.
Wibbly wobbly! I swear, it's for medical research!
James Dainsmith, the relentless specter that haunts
General Kenobi.
The abyss is all present. To flee is futile. To resist it,
Bruh.
Stars fade to
and devour!
Cryo Incarnate!
Let's see! Shower me with praise!
So quiet. Jesus. Well, well, well. Is that a Baptist? Or is that just an Electro?
Twilight Sword Dainsmith. Is this really what you want?
It is indeed. I will take every opportunity to hunt you down to the last man.
So where's the Traveler's brother then? Or is this guy supposed to be in charge here?
So, this is a hunt to you. I must say I pity you, Dainsmith. The death you dole out so readily to others is a luxury you yourself cannot enjoy. But today, that is the least of your worries. Do you realize that all your years of pursuing us are being rendered utterly meaningless, even as we speak?
Your riddles tire me. The overwhelming advantage is ours, at the least for the moment. At least for the moment. You know what that means for you. I'd like to see what makes you believe you already won. Or that you could... Or that can you still turn the tide of this war?
Then allow me to be frank.
What the fuck happened to my brain?
As far as we are concerned, our prince has already won by other means. And I do not merely mean this battle. No. His Highness has achieved something far greater. For today, the Abyss Order's greatest wish has finally been fulfilled.
Greatest wish?
Our Highness quietly infiltrated the Night Kingdom to exploit that realm's past experience with ley line reconstruction. And then used the Loom of Fate to reweave the ley lines of Conria.
What? He used the Loom of Fate? Wait, does this mean the attack on the Masters of the Night Wind was all a smokescreen to give him some cover? Oh no, this makes too much sense.
Yeah.
Correct. As of now, our homeland has been revived. And all of my comrades that you have slain, Dainsmith, they shall forget the struggles that have beset them these past 500 years, and begin their lives anew in a Conria restored to life.
What a load of drivel. Drivel. Drivel? 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 Drivel. Drivel. I'm looking up how to pronounce that. Nonsense, it means. Drivel. What a load of drivel. Your falsehoods are riddled with flaws. My ears tire of your tedium. Isn't there more to reviving a homeland than just reweaving its ley lines?
Right! You still need a few steps after that, such as finding a place to host the ley lines you just re-wove. Plus, if it was really so easy, Moeka and the captain would have had a way easier time during the war.
I have one simple question. If Conria has indeed been revived as you claim, then where is it?
Oh, you poor fools. Clinging to delusions, even after the truth has been plainly revealed to you. Think back on the past few days. Have you truly not noticed anything amiss since the start of the war?
Amiss. Anything amiss? Are there signs that I could have missed?
I sensed something strange in my dream. It was vague, but it seemed as if some noise had found its way into Natlan's ley lines.
Oh, what does that mean?
Hard to say. I don't think it had any tangible effect on the Night Kingdom or on our ley lines, but still. It's like a signal that exists on a different dimension of reality. It might not interfere with ours or pose any detectable risk, but I just get the sense that something strange is going on.
I also vaguely remember seeing Aether in the Night Kingdom, facing the Lord of the Night. Wait, that's not all. There were other signs as well. According to a guard stationed near the Master of the Night One, many members of the Abyss Order were seen idling around during the lull in the conflict, even settling down to meditate. The Abyss Order retreated when we attacked their stronghold with the Ansan and Sitlali. This isn't their usual style. I couldn't see the monsters that Iridith could see, and she couldn't see the ones I could. We could only see the monsters in each other's sight after making physical contact. That's what I'm thinking. Wait, because it's like a different reality, we're only seeing it because we're coming in contact with her, and then that brings the realities together. That has to be it. Assuming he is right, then another possibility arises. Maybe I'm in a different time and space from Diridith. If she's Conrian like Dane suspects, then that means this revived Conria that he speaks of might actually exist. And despite hailing from that separate time and space, Diridith has found a way to communicate with us. Whatever may be going through your mind right now, do not trust it. I urge you not to believe his lies. The notion that Conria has been revived is preposterous. Unless I see it with my own eyes, I refuse to entertain it. The only... Thee is the only one... Thee is only one thing that should demand our attention in this instant, and that is silencing this man for good.
Give in to the embrace of the abyss.
Strike a pose! Let the world collide! Obey!
Weak.
But I will not.
That should be all of them, right? So, we've destroyed the Abyss Order's headquarters in Natlan, but somehow, that didn't feel satisfying at all. Are you still thinking about what that guy said? You look really worried.
Diridith is the only potential lead we have. I think we should at least talk to her about this. I understand. You think she might be from the revived Conria, yes? I have I have said my piece. I doubt Conria could be revived so easily. But if it will give you some peace of mind, you should talk to her and test your theory. I will stay here and do some post-battle cleanup. Perhaps there are some clues left to be found. I thought your voice and attitude seemed familiar. My mistake. Should have made sure you were dead earlier. The curse of immortality has struck you too, then, Hayden.
500 years on, and you still refuse to address me as master. Don't forget, Dainsleif. You may be the renowned Twilight Sword, while my arm has grown too feeble to swing a blade. But I taught you everything you know about wielding a blade.
Your arrogance and malice cost you all of my respect long ago.
Be that as it may, under the circumstances, I see no further reason for us to fight. The curse of immortality means neither of us has a way to completely destroy the other.
Speak for yourself. I intend to kill you 100 times over.
Finally had enough. You weren't joking then, huh? Never, in all my worst nightmares, have I experienced anything close to the pain of 100 deaths. Surely, there's no point taking out all your hatred on me alone.
That was just for your actions in the Abyss Order. If I took into account what you did in Conria, you'd soon find out how much darker your nightmares can become.
Alright, I believe you. Still, aren't you at least a little tired now? Why don't we sit down, perhaps? Chat a little. What? Not a fan of reminiscing about old times? Well, I suppose you don't have many fond memories to look back on.
I never thought you'd side with the Abyss Order, Hayden. You could have easily blamed the prince for his betrayal.
Indeed. When the cataclysm first struck, everyone prayed for the Savior to deliver them. But he was nowhere to be found. Yes, we knew that the great abyssal power within him had been divided up. Yet we still despaired at his choice to leave us. Still, I believe that everything he's doing now, including his regret over what happened, comes from a genuine place in his heart. And besides, who else can we place our faith in? We are proud Conrians, are we not? I mean, we can hardly turn to the gods.
I suppose you have changed a lot over the past 500 years. Otherwise, I never expected you to forgive him. Had you been so generous during your time at the Knight Academy as my instructor in the Black Serpent blade work, I might not have come to loathe you so much.
Is that so?
All my good deeds were clearly in the spirit of the Academy's code of chivalry. Yet, I received corporal punishment for being restless and brash. And as much as it pains me to burn up his name, even my co-student, Sortologi, was prosecuted for following the spirit of knighthood. He even lost limbs over it. There's little point in discussing it now, of course. But all of this was your doing, wasn't it, Hayden? You wore a mask of your benevolence. Fuck. You wore a mask of your benevolence as you viciously suppressed the next generation of knights, all to bolster your own position and reputation. What? Too cowardly to admit it?
Oh, I'm sorry, Dainsleif. I would apologize to you for those actions, truly. But the fact is, I honestly can't remember them anymore. Look at me. Look at what has become of me. Only by the Abyss's grace have I managed to maintain this physical form. But as for the rest, memories, spirit, emotions, personality, they have long become eroded, fragmented beyond recognition. Even if mine was a past steeped in sin or in shame I once longed to hide, I would wish to remember it. Without my history, I fear I will become another person entirely. I would like to apologize for any misdeeds that are mine. So please, tell me everything. Tell me about the Khaenri'ah we once called a home.
No wonder your personality struck me as different. Memories are indeed a crucial part of a person's identity. So, the Khaenri'ah we once called home. Do we see them?
You seem to remember much. Could you tell me more about it? About our golden age?
I'm not interested. I have neither the time nor the sympathy.
Is that so? What a pity. But this will be quite sufficient, as long as the loom of fate heard what I could not.
The loom of fate. What have you done? Tell me.
I'm afraid I owe you yet another apology, Dainsleif. You were right. I lied to you earlier. Your wits are too sharp to be fooled by me. The homeland hasn't yet been revived. In fact, even the ley line weaving is not yet complete. Think of ley lines as the collection of memories concerning a given place. To reweave Khaenri'ah's ley lines as they were 500 years ago, we would somehow need to retrieve almost all the memories of Khaenri'ah from that age. The loom of fate cannot weave without an abundant supply of memories. And so, we relied on everyone in the Abyss Order to provide what they could. Even though fragments are all that remain in most cases, the more we all share, the more that can be restored.
So, the Loom of Fate is running as we speak, and the so-called meditation your members have been performing, its purpose was to supply the Loom with memories, wasn't it?
Indeed. We are people in exile, stranded 500 years in the future. Will weave our homeland anew and bring the nation of our dreams back into the real world. Ah, what a glorious undertaking. What a shame it had to take this long. After 500 years, most of our memories have faded, and a world woven from broken memories shall itself be broken.
So that's where I'm supposed to come in. You look for assistance from your mortal enemy who has sworn to hunt you down.
Precisely. For you possess a ring left to you by your elder brother, which continuously resets your body's condition.
Interesting.
Of course, your memories are susceptible to erosion just like ours. But of all Conrians who remain, you are sure to remember the most. We had to obtain the memories in your mind, whatever the price. Even if it meant sacrificing our entire army as bait.
So, this was your true goal. To lure me here, guide me into a state of meditation and access my memories. So be it. A few of my faded memories for your entire army. That strikes me as a fair trade. I appreciate your generosity. You're gambling everything you have on the loom of fate. This could be a costly mistake for you in the long run.
Perhaps. But that is the gamble our Highness has chosen to make. And thanks to you, the loom of fate has now finished weaving the ley lines. New Conria is complete!
Enough of your beloved leader. You said you would pay any price for my memories, did you not? In that case, prepare to be slain another 100 times for your deception. I hope it was worth it.
Merciless.
It's Judith! Great! She's still here!
You okay? Did something happen? Conria's gonna look like hell. What is this? Could this be the Cataclysm? Is this where Deardith is right? Is this where Deardith is right now? So she really is.
We're not from the same world, are we?
No. I come from your future.
Wait, but that's great! That means the world isn't going to end. In that case, tell me, what happens to Conria? What happens to my homeland? No, wait. Don't answer that. We can only fight for our future. If the future is unknown, I still believe the Savior can turn things around. I'll carry on looking for him. even if you're not there to protect me. Although, in a way, I've already found my savior. It's you. You protected me, and I believe you can protect us all. You're the one who can change everything. It's just too bad that we're not from the same time or place. Oh, one last thing before I forget. I know how much you want to find your brother. Surely he must be desperate to find you too.
I hope.
So, is there anything you can give me as a memento? Proof that we met? That way, when I do find him, I can convince him that you're also searching for him.
A memento? Wait.
Huh? What is it?
If this is her future, if this is her fate, dude, I don't know. How much is this gonna impact the game? I don't know what to do. We meet again. So that's what happened to Isaroth. The ruler of time must have had a hand in this. There's no other way this meeting could have taken place. Aether, you knew of all this? I only knew the ending. I've always been curious about the events that led to it. When the Cataclysm first began 500 years ago, I, as the Prince of Conria, was preparing to do my part, to fight back with all my might. But then this girl, Iridith, she found me. The irony was that even as she desperately begged me to save the world, she brought me news of you. I was stunned, and I was suspicious of her claim that you were searching for me, but then she showed me the key to your hibernation chamber. So, she actually did it. We'd been separated ever since I awakened in Teyvat. I searched the whole planet, and I found no trace of you anywhere. And then, she brought me that news at the worst possible moment. I was faced with an extremely difficult decision. I desperately wanted to see you again, but Conria was equally desperate. It was in equally desperate need of my help. I knew that no matter what I chose, I'd regret my decision for the rest of my days. So I steeled myself against the guilt and made my decision. I went to see you. And then... But when I found you, you were still in hibernation. Even the key to the chamber was secure on your person. So you're saying 3 keys existed simultaneously in that moment. I couldn't make sense of what I was seeing, but there was no time to think. I just grabbed you and ran. That's where we are right now. An intersection in our memories. The question has haunted me for the past 500 years. I never imagined the answer would come to me like this. So, my actions 500 years in the future set everything in motion. Are you mocking me, Istaroth? Iridith succeeded in bringing us together, but unfortunately, it is versions of us 500 years apart. She hoped that the Savior would rescue Conria, save the entire world, but instead, the news she brought led the Savior to make the complete opposite decision. How awful. Is that her fate? Is that how her story must end? Has Conria really been revived? Not yet, but I've taken a very important step. Now the ley lines of Conria are complete. I'd always thought that Tevat's ley lines were locked by the heavenly principles. No more could be added, and the existing ones cannot be replaced. But then I learned that Natlan's Night Kingdom appeared to be an exception to that rule. It intrigued me ever since. So I directed the Abyss Order to feign an attack on Natlan, buying me some time to enter the Night Kingdom and negotiate with the Lord of the Night. Unfortunately, for other reasons, even the Night Kingdom cannot host any new ley lines. The most I can get was some room to carry out the weaving process. The Lord of the Night did say before that she can only reconstruct Natlan's ley lines. It's probably for the same reason. Still, I received the Lord of the Night's permission and activated the Loom of Fate. Using an Tevat as the base, I was able to grow a realm based on the Conria of 500 years ago, superimposing it over present-day Natlan space-time. That superimposition is what allowed you and Iridith to cross paths. That's what I saw in my dream. It's not lying about that, at least. But what I don't understand is, why did the Lord of the Night agree to this? After that, the new Conria was enriched with memories of the old, drawn from the Abyss Order's members in their meditation sessions. With those memories as raw materials, the superimposed realm as a template, the Loom of Fate finally finished its work. What I now hold in my hands is the Atlas of the New World. This is the product of the Loom of Fate, holding within it the entire network of New Conria's ley lines, and with this, the nation once known as Conria can rise again. One day, I will find a suitable host location for it. Why? Why is reviving Conria so important to you? I don't understand. Is it really just because of guilt? When I first arrived in Conria 500 years ago, my memory was completely blank. It was only after I had served as their prince for many years that I slowly began to remember everything, including you. What? Memories were erased? But recovering old memories didn't simply erase the part of my life I spent in Conria. I still see it as my second home. That is why my guilt weighs so heavily on me. Even so, that only constitutes part of my motive. More importantly, I wish to speak to the heavenly principles as an equal. I will need the might of an entire world behind me. I always knew... I know you always want to change fate. We both do. But this time, I won't let you succeed. I cannot miss the chance to reunite with you 500 years in the past, no matter what. I don't know why. It just doesn't sound like you at all. Either. This whole thing, your plan, what does it have to do with us? All along, it's only ever been about us. Goodbye, Lumine. We will begin anew at the end of your journey.
Our hero is back! Everyone's been waiting for you!
Damn.
The Abyss Order made a full retreat before our forces even arrived on the scene. All thanks to your efforts, no doubt. Oh, and Mr. Dainsliff's, of course.
So now we have elements of time travel in Genshin. So a dude built a time machine.
What's wrong? You look upset.
A lot happened.
Paimon doesn't know the details either. The traveler just disappeared after taking Deirdre's hand. It was like they got sucked into another world.
I'm sorry, Paimon.
Paimon was looking all over for her, and then she suddenly reappeared, right back in the same spot. But looking a lot more glum.
Yeah, it's fine. I just need some time to take everything in. Hi.
I think I got the gist of what happened. Something to do with your brother? I spoke with the Lord of the Night in a dream just now, and learned quite a lot.
Huh? You met your brother?
Yeah, we had a long talk.
And you didn't think to tell Paimon right away? Well, never mind. Paimon can see that you're pretty down right now. But let's go over everything later, alright?
Alright, Paimon.
What your brother accomplished? It all but defies comprehension. I was stunned when I heard about it too. But what surprised me the most was that the Lord of the Night actually chose to allow it.
Yeah, that caught me off guard too. I didn't think that would happen.
The Lord of the Night did try to explain it to me, but... in a word, it's complicated. During the war with the Abyss, Mawika had an argument with the captain. Mawika believed that we should fight to protect our culture and memories, while the captain believed the preservation of the ley lines should come before all else. So, the Lord of the Night was very intrigued when presented with the Loom of Fate, and informed of its ability to weave ley lines. She saw your brother's actions as a potential third option, namely to preserve an entire nation in the form of an atlas.
Preserve a nation? You've definitely lost me now.
You're not the only one. Paimon's got no idea what's going on either.
With that in mind, the Lord of the Night gave the go-ahead once she was satisfied that the Loom of Fate wouldn't have any real effect on Natlan. However, I believe she imposed an additional condition of her own.
An additional condition? Did she ask for something in return?
No idea. She wouldn't tell me what it was.
Huh.
Alright, well, let's not overthink this for now. We just won a war! Time for a well-earned drink to celebrate.
I agree.
I trust the Lord of the Night unreservedly. I'm sure she only involved herself to take a problem off our hands, so it's one less thing for us to worry about. Don't you agree, Traveler?
Got a point.
Come on, let's head back to the Collective of Plenty. Oh, Veressa should be there too. We'll treat you to a real feast.
Alright, but there's somewhere else I want to go to first.
Huh?
Ian-san, leave her be. This might be hard to understand for an extrovert like you, but some people need alone time to recharge every once in a while.
Traveler?
Fearless.
Okay. What are you doing, Skirk?
Merciless.
Gonna leave on a cliffhanger like that? Alright, time to wait another year. Please, please, please. Yes! 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 Okay. Thank God. Alright. Turkey Poo. You got your weapon now. Ooh, that looks cool. Yeah, I pre-farmed these too. These materials. I was planning on getting her weapon. I'm just happy I don't have to spend more money. There we go. Weapon fully leveled. Damn. $89? That's pretty fucking... I have a pretty good fucking skirt right now, dude. Bye-bye, Risley. Ah, her weapon looks so good. It's otherworldly.
Into the void! Extinguished!
Pretty high. Next quest will be tomorrow, and it'll be Skirk's quest. Still need more of these. Tomorrow I can get them. What could I test damage on? Could do it on the this guy. Let's see.
Yoo-hoo! My will embodied.
Let's see.
Oh my god! Skirk, relax.
Strike a pose! Transfiguration!
Calm down.
I didn't even have my bursts ready. But, holy shit. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright. Thanks for coming to the stream, everyone. Next stream will be tomorrow. It'll be Skirk's quest. What's up? I'll get more. Okay. See you guys tomorrow for... Oh yeah, I was looking up drivel. Didn't know what that word was. But anyways, thanks for coming, and I'll be streaming tomorrow. See ya.
Yo, that's blunt. Yo. 4:20 in the morning, about to roll a blunt. Smoking with my homies and we ain't never stunned. Feeling like I'm drowning and there ain't no sounding. I'm feeling surrounded and there ain't no stopping. I just close your jaw dropping, now I be hopping. Going left and right. with you all night, and that ain't no lie, no matter what's in life. Swear you about to be my wife, you don't save my life. Making me check twice, now I'ma roll the die. It's a snake of eyes, we in different states, but I don't seem to hesitate. I just wanna cuddle late in the night, you're my light, take a hit, now you sit on my lap, cause you're my cat. I'll love you more than anything. If you can just please say this one thing, I'll love you forever, and I don't need no better. You're my one and only, I'll never feel lonely. Baby, stay with me, and I know you'll miss me. Babe, come and kiss me, and I'll be here waiting, and I'll be here listening, and we'll be here shining, and we'll be here before the ending. Let's make a new beginning, start fresh, let's reset. We in rotation, and now we be blazing. My eyes feeling Asian, and now I'm stargazing. Mondays and Tuesdays, and that's how we choosing. You won't